let's just get right into it. So for this month's Classic of the Month, I picked Cosmonaut. This is by Dolmo, who, if you don't know,
Come in, mission control.
I'll let this play.
Assistance. Our trajectory has been altered.
Remain in the space station. We will try to get supplies up to you as soon as we can.
Salute 9 to Earth. All proximity sensors are non-functional.
Do not return to Earth under any circumstance. Things are bad down here.
Mission control, we have a critical situation. Possible imminent strike occurring. Come in, mission control. Are you there?
Dolmo, in any case, Dolmo's has a YouTube channel where he's played and reviewed tons of Half-Life 2 mods. Although he hasn't been very active in the last 6 months or so, it's worth taking a look at his channel archive if you play Half-Life 2 mods. So as I mentioned, this is Cosmonaut. This is all cutscene so far. This is an expanded version of his entry into this Nostalgiaville challenge at Run, Think, Shoot, Live back in 2018, which he won, I believe, with this. And then took that, I think it was a single map, maybe 2 maps submitted, and expanded it to like an 8-map mod, which is what I'm playing now. Released a year later, 2019. Oh, I like the change to the HEV suit. Makes you think you actually have a cosmonaut suit on. So in Nostalgiaville, the challenge that I said this a predecessor to this mod was actually entered in and won. The challenge was to make a map or set of maps that took place in the early chapters of Half-Life 2. Like up to and including the coast, which is clearly, you know, similar to where we are now. So let me point out what I don't like first. I absolutely hate the bright white props in the background. I think that's a problem with Half-Life 2, not really mapping, but the fog is nice, but it's so distracting when you see how bright the background, how bright it makes the background. Anyway, I can overlook that because I'm used to it, but I love the feeling of desolation. You landing, you know, crash landing in your capsule, which is sinking, maybe? Wasn't that just on a little island? Anyway. Oh. Don't expect there to be much over here, but I figured I'd check it out. Yeah. So that's one of the things I always liked about the Highway 17 in Half-Life 2. You know, people love it, people hate it. I actually kind of am on the fence about it. I really like the quiet moments in it, where you can kind of pick and choose where to stop the car and get out and explore. Oh. I just got trapped in a field. Oh, fantastic. I didn't even get to explore. have a bigger pen than I'm in now, but... Oh, I see. They're forcing me to go up this way, I guess.
Assemble in your designated inspection position.
I assume this way? I don't know where they want me to go. I probably should have followed them instead of... Oh, there we go. Don't worry, I guess I got this. Oh, you locked it. So anyway, I kind of wanted to admire this view a little more, but... Oh, hey, I can only explore so far. Nothing. Get a little hint on the screen too if you see that. Here we go. So a semi-prison break, right? I actually wasn't in prison all that long, but... I always like creative opportunities to kind of jailbreak, you know? Makes me feel sneaky, jumping in the vent with his back turned, you know? Little things. Oh, yeah, these golden gnomes. You were right, Petrick. Game of Gnomes. 1 of 14. God, there's 14 of them? Alright, well, I certainly didn't get them all when I played this. I only played this once all the way through, way back when it was released. I certainly didn't find them all then, I think. So, unless my screenshots prove otherwise on the site. But I kind of doubt that. So. Oh, shit. You can't get me up here, though. Yoink. Hey, Make Levels, how you doing? And Mojo. I don't remember how deviously hidden those gnomes are. That's why I kind of wanted to explore a little bit while during the chase scene there. I mean, it's, you know, I don't think it's much of a reward, but it's a nice little add-on to maybe to, you know, help replayability. Oh, there we go. I have to come back in the door, though, don't I? I don't think I can get... Yeah, I can't get through here at all. Simple enough, but if you didn't pay attention, you would have missed it. Oh, I'm supposed to run somewhere, I guess. Oh! I hear the marching army behind me. Oh. I'm guessing they're funneling... Nope, they are not funneling me down here. It's kind of a see-through... Do you see that? It's like a see-through turret on top of that APC. Oh, nope. I'll take the elevator. Thank you. Custom music, too, which is nice. There was some during the prologue as well. It was hard to hear, though. I guess I just have to run here.
You are convicted of multi-act civil violation.
Oh. A pretty nicely done chase scene. Alright, well. Oh, this Irby? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's worth playing again because my memory is not the best anyway. I play so many Half-Life 2 mods too. Half-Life and Half-Life 2 mods. There was a couple sections in this I remember, and I remember enjoying it as a whole, so yeah. Hence, Classic of the Month. Can I borrow your... Well, he's just sleeping. I don't... can someone enlighten me? I don't know what that is. Anyway. Also just sleeping. Alright. As someone who's hidden things in my own maps, I will tend to check the likely areas a devious mapper would put gnomes. I'll probably miss a bunch of them, though. What are there, 14 total? I got 2 so far, huh? Yeah. Nice little hint there. That was cool. I feel like this was a little too straightforward, but alright. Ramp up slowly. I don't think there's much point to this. Interesting little detail, though. I can't get back up, though, can I? Oh, God. There we go. Yeah, I'm actually not nearly as big on HL2 as I am on Half-Life 1, of course, but I have an obligation to the Run, Think, Shoot, Live site a little bit, so I'll mix in source mods now and then. I attempted to alternate, but I personally prefer gold source a lot more, so I'll err on that side of the balance quite a bit. Oh, I bounced off. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to spend a ton of time looking for these gnomes, but... oh, am I supposed to... I betcha. There we go. Busted. Yeah, so not hidden at all. Some of them. I'm sure some are. As a mapper, I'd want to give the player hope. You know, sprinkle a few that are fairly obvious and then make some absolutely devious. But that's just my evil tendency, I guess. Well, we'll see. If I end up with 5, you know, then... Isn't that some in-joke, too? I can't remember what that's called. That face on the monitor. We're supposed to trip over that barrel. Oh, hey. There's our destination. I guess our, you know, our main purpose here is to get back into orbit. I don't know. I kind of like how things aren't fully explained, though. But this is definitely an expansion of the original content of his map that was entered into Nostalgiaville. Can't get up there anyway. I don't think there's any reason to. Oh, I can walk through there. Never mind. That is a good question. How you... I don't know enough about source mapping. In Gold Source, the only entity to carry between maps is the environment global. So I imagine there's a similar thing in Source. But you would need an integer or a variable, which Gold Source can't do. It can just do on-off for its globals. Oh, crap. Thank you for standing right next to barrels. So this, yeah, it reminds me quite a bit of a root canal, is it, I guess, with the battles in the above the sewers and things like that. I like how the lighting's all up top. And I actually wish you were kind of thrust into a little more shadow down here, even though it's, I don't know, morning or something like that. But I like how the whole sewer area is in shadow here. Oh, he fell right through. His gun didn't, though. Crap. Take a quick scout for gnomes, but I don't think there are any here. They kind of glow. Yeah, no, I don't think there are any here. I love the soundscape change there too. Did you hear that low rumble kind of come in? That's something I wish Gold Source had a little bit more control over. Nothing. Man. All that work. Oh, yes, I realize it's entirely possible I missed several gnomes already. Wasn't scouring for a while, but... Well, environment sound is different, right? Environment sound in Gold Source sets the effect, whether it echoes or not. There's a whole bunch of presets for it. It acts more like a trigger. So when you set the distance, it's not... The player only has to pass through that distance around the point entity. It's not a volume of where the effect is valid. If that makes sense, Adam. It's weird in that it would make more sense as a trigger, as a brush entity than a point entity in Gold Source, but... Oh yeah, it makes sense as it makes more sense as a brush entity, which Spirit fixed. Oh, they busted through over here. In Spirit, you can make it that way, I believe. I really only use it where it's obvious. I'm talking about environment sound again. So if I'm going from a huge wide open area into a really cramped tunnel, then I'll use one. Or vice versa. I don't use them all the time. Of course, the latest maps that I've done have been tiny anyway. They've all been tower-sized. Nothing. Wait, they got one of them? Bastards. Guess it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, I haven't been commenting on it much, but everything here is pretty well done and designed. See, I would expect a gnome under here, except I don't have the gravity gun. Maybe not. Right, it all kind of falls in line with the early root canal type chapters. Nice mixture of sort of pale blue and just off yellow lighting. Mostly blue here, but... And not a gnome to be found. It's not like putting them in the cardboard boxes, is it? No, I just haven't found one in a while. Aha. I'm at a whopping 4. like the vertical climb here too. Donald did a map for another. It wasn't a Ville. It was a Map Labs contest. I wish I could remember what it was called. I think it was Fusionville too, which had a lot of vertical movement like this, and was really well done in my opinion. Apologize for not remembering the name of the map. But... Alright, this I vaguely remember too. The old Half-Life trick of any amount of water will save you from death when you fall. Oh, hey! How dare you. That's a nice touch. So this is clearly a riff or a, spin on the first puzzle when we escape the prison. And to remind the player that we had the barnacle steal the key to the puzzle, which was, yeah, a nice little twist on it. Yeah, you can't use the expensive water or something in Source if it's going to change like that. Sorry, that's insider knowledge, Comment in the chat about it was being obvious that you could, by the visual quality of the water, that it could raise. Hey. Alright, maybe another little twist on a puzzle here. Let's see what we need to do. Alright, need to put it here. Can we just grab it? Yep. So we'll see if the sequence continues. We've got maybe another level to go. So I generally like areas like this where you're repeating, not really repeating, but sort of building puzzle after puzzle in a similar fashion with a similar solution, but little twists on them. I would have preferred maybe making this one a little harder to get to, or something along those lines. I'm probably going to regret saying that because the next level is probably going to be really hard. But it's a nice way to progress things, and it gets the player in a mindset. And then it's nice at the end to kind of throw in a little bit of a twist to that mindset. Have them looking for something that's either not there or, some kind of maybe unexpected twist on the same puzzle. But we'll see how this goes. Oh, I think I saved at the same time as an autosave there. Nice atmosphere change suddenly as we go through the door, too. Or maybe it was it for that puzzle then. I thought there might have been one more level to it. Oh, there's a sneaky gnome in here, I think. Or not. Oh. This is just like a little hidden room, I guess, then, huh? Ah, with a magnum in it. Oh, man. I fell for it. I hope you guys got that, too. Thankfully, my volume's not very high, so... Yeah, cheap scare. Cheap scare. That wasn't much of a jump scare. I mean, I can forgive that. As long as it doesn't crop up all the time now. Well, this is certainly creepy. Ouch. No, not really. A single point of armor. I'm going to reload my save. I took damage. Yeah, so I like the other thing I like is the interconnectedness of these maps. Right, that doesn't feel flat or boxy at all. We've been climbing up, you know, the puzzles took us up with the water quite a ways vertically. In other words, it's not just, you know, room corridor, room separated by doors or stairs. It's quite a bit of varied traversal that we go through the maps. We don't have to drop onto a train, do we? Nope. I expect, yeah, that just got us past that force field, I guess. I still at like 4 or 5 gnomes, right? I must be missing a bunch. Variety, you know what I meant. How's it going, Chris? Do you remember Dolmo's map in Fusionville 2? I think it was Fusionville 2. Oh! Rip. Yeah, I don't remember. I placed highly. I don't remember if it tied or not. I couldn't remember the name of it, but there was a section a few minutes ago that reminded me of that map. I got no way to deal with these guys, really. Crap. I guess this way. So interesting. This is a little bit like the trip mine sections in Half-Life. I've got no gravity gun and no shotgun. A shotgun's a good way to punt these guys if you've never done that. Wait for them to pop up. Hit them with the shotgun and they go flying. Yeah, what was the name of the map? Do you remember? Or it wasn't Magnum, was it? Something along. It was a one-word title, I think. Metaphor. That's it. Yeah. So if you want to see another solid map by Dolmo, go play. Actually, go play all of Fusionville 2. But especially look for Metaphor. It's funny how memory works. That actually was what I was thinking, and that it started with an M, but I didn't want to commit to it. There's no gnome in here, right? Yeah, so Petrick earlier mentioned that in his review of this mod, that it felt a lot like Neil Mankey's maps. And I don't know if that comparison would have come to mind, but I have to agree in that there's a lot of sort of seeing areas from one angle before you actually reach them in person. Not really overlap, but kind of previewing where you're going to go next through windows, or, I mean, this is minor because we're just going to walk through the door, but yeah, I think there's more examples coming up, but a lot of Neil Mankey's maps, Bayhunger, Darkstar, USS Darkstar, etc., you get to see a lot of the places where you are about to go or just have been from other angles, and it really goes to kind of sell the cohesiveness of the map design, in that it's not just, you know, this too, it's not just a strung out series of encounters, but a little more believability is kind of you know, added to the maps by intertwining them like that, in my opinion. This is our little grenade, yep, grenade window here. So I certainly would have thrown in a gnome hidden in here among these trip mines, but hoppers, I guess. Oh! That one cheated. But I don't see one. Taking the safe way. Is Steam gonna probably kill me, right? But maybe I can jump over. So much for the HEV actually protecting against that. Always felt Steam puzzles were weak when you... Actually, I don't have an HEV, right? I've got a Cosmonaut suit. So, alright, fair enough. My complaint is not valid. This time. These in-jokes? I don't know what that is. Another callback to the puzzle we did before with the generator. Nothing major, but I like when the little themes are kind of repeated in puzzles. Ooh, it got dark. Nope. Good, I really didn't want to stack my own crates. The only forgivable crate stacking puzzle is when they're pre-stacked. So this area served as the finale for the map that was entered into Nostalgiaville. Oops, sorry, hit the mic. I don't remember how much has changed, actually, but there's a big defense sequence, not to spoil anything, but there's a big defense sequence coming up. Or, like, standoff sequence. Can I actually save these guys? Well, let's find out. Oh, from a baton? Yeah. So I'm supposed to leave the guns for them? I don't know.
Nice.
You smell that? It's freedom.
Where's my gnome? Alright, I guess this way out.
I can't believe this day has finally come.
Nope. Should I not be laughing at that? Oh, so he adds hopper mines to help. Oh no! Oh, I thought that was a gnome way back in the distance. He adds hopper mines to kind of guide you to choosing a route that hopefully lets you avoid the sniper mostly. Well, I got grenades. I actually have a grenade, don't I? Yeah, got one. I haven't actually looked at the window this is coming from, right? Nope, I think I blew that one. Maybe that one too? Nope, got him. Ah. So maybe we don't have the big defense sequence there. I think we do still. God. So that was the finale area in the original version of Cosmonaut, which was submitted as to Nostalgiaville. I have to apologize, I don't remember if that's still a big finale, like a finale style sequence, even though it's not the finale of the mod. Okay. I think the water is electrified. And I think this grate is too, right? Yeah, that's pretty clearly deadly. No gravity gun. Got a crate. Can I even pick up the crate? No. I got the pallet. That's it. I got the pallet. He's got the pallet. I don't think that helps me much. I'll just turn off the high voltage. Aha. Our destination again. Watch out for the scary face surprise.
Sorry. I'm not going nowhere. No, sir. We're sitting ducks in here. Or maybe fish in a barrel. Anyway, it's not good. No! No! No!
Nope. It is spooky time. Stalkers. Sorry, I didn't mean to get spastic with the flashlight there. Yeah, so spooky section thrown in. Maybe not really spooky, we'll see. Certainly creepy music. And stalkers with laser beams attached to their heads. Didn't even see the gravity gun. Haha, plug. I didn't even need the health. No, either. Maybe this was the way forward. Can I not shoot them? Yeah, I love the feel of this. This is quite a bit reminiscent of the hospital in episode 1, I'd have to say. Alright, he disappeared. There's no way to get up there, is there? Easily. What am I... Oh, no? I have pre-stacked crates again. What am I missing here? Right, this is all fenced off, isn't it? Yep. Ah, trapdoor. Players never look up, even me. Oh my god. There we go. I suspect I'm not supposed to go in this way if there's a big red vent just to the side here. I'm guessing I'm supposed to be sneaking around the stalkers, which is fine. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. I just don't want to deal with the stalkers. I'm not sure I can do anything to them anyway. Hey, give me that. Oh, I don't even need it. because I'm awesome. Actually, I probably should have read my own notes on this map. I think I probably complained about it being a little easier than it should have been, which means I probably should have cranked it up to hard for this test. Oh, I see. This is our buddy that got zapped. Yeah, to tell you the truth, I can't tell you what's a custom prop if it's... You mean these tables here? Probably right. I don't really recognize those. I don't play enough Half-Life 2 mods to be totally confident in what's custom and what's not. If something's all over the place in the standard games, then I'd probably recognize it. But... Oh, too far away. Hey. Yeah, I've never mapped... Well, I shouldn't say never. I've never released a source map, so... I'm not nearly as familiar with... source props as I am with gold source stuff. Love the lighting here. It's not dark necessarily, but it feels dark. I was totally expecting a head crab. It is mostly brush-based, but there are what they call prefabs, which are like collections of brush-based props. Like most of the stuff was in Half-Life 1, like the bookshelves with the books on it, the shelves with breakable cardboard boxes on it, the health and HEV chargers, that sort of thing. Even though they're brush-based, they're prefabs. And there are a handful of models, especially if you look at the Half-Life SDK on Steam, which now includes a lot of the prop models from Condition Zero and Condition Zero deleted scenes that people have been making use of in gold source maps. And there's pretty good props, actually, model props. So not source quality, but better than you could do with a brush-based design. I have to say, I really like it's not really exploration, because we're mostly on quite a linear path here, but the quiet of these maps. I'm sure some people would, call it out as boring, but I really like this. The style of map. Sort of slow, methodical, quiet. Really kind of builds the tension nicely, I think. Is that a hunter? I think it is. Man, these crowbar injuries are just all over the place. I don't see any more gnomes. Anybody else hear that? That did really seem to be a hunter kind of. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, so he was marching around upstairs and making noise. That's why I heard his footsteps. Would have been nice if there was a way to keep that silent. That really would have surprised me if I didn't hear him ahead of time. But he does give you a couple explosive barrels to use against the hunter. I do have one grenade too, so I did AR grenade. That would have taken care of him pretty quickly, I think, too. Maybe I was intended to hear it, yeah. It would kind of be evil to just drop a hunter on somebody, wouldn't it? I mean, I'm moderately well armed by this point, but not... No AR2, let's say. There's another one somewhere. Looks like that might be the way forward. I'm gonna go explore our combine hut over here. I mean, that is one way to, nice way to encourage exploration. You know, set up collectibles or something, not obnoxiously, but, and 14 seems like a lot. But I'm only at 8, I think. So, and I don't have a good feel for how far I am through the mod. I'm guessing about 75%. So, I feel pretty confident in saying I've missed several. But we'll see. Yeah, no, I really like the pacing of this mod. It's a lot of quiet sort of downtime, but that's what I would like in mods, to be honest. You know, there hasn't really been any huge combat fight yet. The hunter here was pretty easy to take out because I had a explosive barrel and another barrel to play with. But the, you know, tons of combine rushing down a corridor at you, which you see a lot of in custom mods, unfortunately, is hey, see, and you're rewarded pretty well for exploring. Now, I actually didn't need the ammo, but little things like this go a long way toward encouraging the player, let's say, to traverse everything in your map until it's time to move forward. Actually, I wonder if any gnomes have been up high. I definitely would have missed them then. Yikes. It's quite the fast elevator. That. Even faster. Spooky music. I don't like how this showed up as pure black. That must be a lighting problem in the engine. Ugh. Anyway, minor thing, but I'm sure it was lit with red when it was up in its standard position. Weird how there's such a bright light on this door, and it's locked. Yeah, you could say the same with catwalks, though, Irby. And I think one of the mods I'm probably going to play in the next couple months for Half-Life, and I think that was in my review, is like it's frustrating how many catwalks collapse under you in this mod. It's like worse than worse than Half-Life 1 when you're going through Black Mesa. So I would not have put such a bright light on this door if it's actually locked. Maybe we use it later, so I don't want to, finalize my criticism there. Not that I would have left it totally in the dark, but I would not have put such a bright spotlight on that. Unless it was actually a goal for the player to get to. Maybe it is. I'm gonna guess I'm going up or coming back down at some point. Wonder what happened to this guy. Oh, remote start generator. There we go. Sounds like a thumper too, huh? Maybe not. Yes, thumper. Environmental storytelling. Right, so I really like the mixture of environments too, right? I mean, we've gone through actually a lot of the Half-Life 2, Episode 1, and now Episode 2 environments. Or, let's say, similar, facsimiles of those environments. I don't mean copies, you know, just inspired by it, let's say. Oh, bro. Is it antlion time? Yep. Bastards. Oh. I'm gonna take that with me. Oh. Wow. Really Episode 2 environment now. I probably should not keep this, huh? This is just going to get in the way. Where are you, jerk? Flying around. It worked. I think I hit him actually too. Alright, well these grubs are not helping trying to spot a glowing golden gnome. Where the hell am I going? Get me out of here. I actually quite like the Antlion Caves in Episode 2. It's not really a favorite amongst players, I think. But... oh, there we go. Hey, the brightly lit path. And the oblivious player. Together at last. Shit. Can I hit you with this? I don't even know. Oh, Is this actually doing something? Ah, get off of me. Ah, these all help. He's dead, right? Yeah, sweet. Yeah, actually, you know, Antlion caves have always reminded me a little bit of Zen. Right? Quite organic. Purple and blue. Not low gravity or many jumping puzzles, thankfully, but hey. Ah. Looking for a crank handle, or a wheel, let's say. Can I actually... Oh, we probably shouldn't have let me do this. Oh, hey. Unless you're going to reward me with goodies. How about that? Nice. So a little bit of a tricky climb. Not a lot of people would come up here, I think. But a minor reward for it. Yeah, agreed, Fodder Stump. I would not want to map these caves, although with Source, it's a lot easier with displacements. But still, that's a lot of displacement work. I can't get through here, can I? I have to loop around, I guess. See, this is what I mean by kind of seeing areas that you're going to go to. It's a nice way of leading the player, as well as making the maps feel more interconnected than they otherwise could be. Right? A lot of newbie mappers especially kind of make room corridor type of maps. Even if they're outside, you know, it's kind of section, transition, etc. This type of thing makes the maps feel a lot more cohesive, in my opinion. Oh, the logo for the long-awaited Ville that I never ran while at Run Think Shoot Live. I'll take a look. Alright. Oh, is this like a balance puzzle or something? Probably. That's why they give me all the metal. Metal. I need more metal. Oh, it's all up here. How do I get there? Aha. Put a gnome down here. Nope. I would have. Alright, I guess that's it. Hey. Leave me alone. You bastard. I hate those things. Like snipers. Aha. 8. So it's nice that he's added little views of kind of teases of the final section of this mod. Right throughout, we've seen pictures of our goal, and I think it's, if it existed in a vacuum, that may be problematic. But you know, the title of the mod is Cosmonaut. The opening of the mod has you crashing from orbit, so it makes logical sense that this would be your goal, would be to maybe get back on that, return to orbit. So it's not too much of a leap to kind of set that up as a reasonable finale in the player's mind, or a reasonable goal in the player's mind, right? If it was just a random picture of something, even if it were the finale of the mod, it might not make sense. But I think we're entrenched enough in the theme of Cosmonaut that it, you know, your mind starts to cement that as your goal, and our return to space is hopefully the reaching that goal. I have never played Coastline to Atmosphere, but in the sense of the title, yes. In fact, above the atmosphere, in theory. Was Coastline to Atmosphere where Philip pulled the Irby? Or was that the closure? That was one of Leon's mods, wasn't it? Recently, I deleted all the old VODs from Twitch, you know, based on their recommendation with DMCA and copyrighted music. But I left a few of the clips, and I believe that pulling an Irby was one of the clips that I left. I don't want to just hop out here. Interesting areas. Is this Half-Life 2 stuff? Or is that custom? Odd couple of pictures to add, but anyway. Oh. The world's third slowest elevator. No, no. Selling out by becoming a professional level designer? I would not describe that as selling out. Unless you abandon your mod, which you're not. force a habit to jump when the elevator stops. Gold source modders know what I'm talking about. Alright, big ride up. Hopefully we're closer to the surface now. No gnome. And our way out. Is this the door? No. I have a feeling I'm going to burst through the door I complained about being all lit up. Oh, is this another... Yeah, Zick, how's it going? This is the expanded version of Cosmonaut. And yes, this one, or his entry called Cosmonaut, won Nostalgiaville in 2018. And then he polished it and expanded it a lot. This is much, much larger than the original entry. I mean, I've been going for almost an hour and a half now, so... yeah, it's definitely worth playing. In fact, I would recommend playing it before you go back and watch the the video of this. Go. Oh, hey, sure enough. Yay! There's probably a gnome back there, wasn't there? I love tram rides like this. I'll just run you over. Actually thought that was going to take my head off. Yeah, definite focal point vibes. Although that was a lot more interesting in that it crashed through and like didn't have a track in the end, right? Focal point was great fun. Yee-hoo. That was fun. Another, you know, peaceful view for the moment. We didn't just wake up and it's firefight right away. Oh, gnome's gotta be... Nope. I am disappointed. I felt sure that... Oh, actually there's a path up there, isn't there? Still no gnome. I thought there would be a gnome behind the waterfall. Actually, I probably should have checked under all the elevators I used, too. Old school trick. Working to death? I don't get it with all the not just corpses, skeletons. Is this a pushable? Wow. Not really. I guess it's just a physics object, but... Let me explore some more. I'll come back to that. above an elevator in front of a waterfall. Congratulations on becoming a pro, Irby. Alright, I don't think I can get up anywhere here. Oh, there's a whole ramp up top. I missed this. If you're behind the waterfall, then it is behind the what? Never mind. Oh, that's where I came from. Oh, totally worth it. Alright, onward. Oh. Do we have to plug that guy in? Is that the idea here? I assumed we wanted to actually... Yeah, there's a plug on it. Alright. This is a little more straightforward of a puzzle than I thought. I thought it was the old, you know, block the door thing. But it's not. Still an interesting twist. Instead of bringing the plug to something, you bring something to the plug. Did I leave myself enough room here? I don't know if I did. I can't push it. There we go, come on. Yeah, actually one of these months I'm going to play Half-Quake Sunrise, which, to be honest, was the only one I really enjoyed. Half-Quake Amen, it's got a cult following, and I understand its appeal, and it certainly got a unique look and feel, but it was never my bag, really. But Half-Quake Sunrise really impressed me with its technical strength. In other words, how it was made. One of the few mods to really take advantage of spirit of Half-Life. Not that that means much to the average player, but that's why I say I really liked it from a technical perspective. Who put this here? Get out. I assume that powered up the elevator. Now, have you tried Half-Quake Sunrise, though, Chris? It's totally different than the others. I mean, there's a little bit of abstraction like Amen, which is the main one when people think of Half-Quake and talk about Half-Quake, they're usually talking about Half-Quake Amen. Sunrise was a nice change from that, in my opinion. And a similar but different look. Yeah, well, I mean, you could always go back and watch the stream of Amen if you want, but I wouldn't really recommend it. But Sunrise, you know, it actually surprised me. I didn't go in expecting to like it. I expected to give it another 2 or 3 star review when we played it, but I think I ended up giving it 5 on Run Think Shoot Live, which is, for me, a lot. I usually don't score mods that highly. Can I make that? Whoops. I can't fit. Oh, wait, can I put a grenade in here, though? Yeah, I probably have to do that, right? I mean, this was a dead giveaway. I didn't even see what I had to blow up, to be honest, but... Blow up first, ask questions later. I don't know if you can see all... no, I, don't, I think you can only see like the last 25 ratings or something like that. I'm not sure you can actually go... No, there used to be a way. Or maybe it was year by year. You could go back... I think you still can. It's in one of the drop-down menus from the top. You can see kind of the wall of ratings, but it's year by year, so it's... I don't think you can do certain members. Mine would be mostly red, of course. But, yeah. A lot of those came from that 100 Days of Summer where we played 100 Half-Life mods. And, boy oh boy, my average rating was like a 1.2 probably. A lot of... Not cool. Not cool. A lot of first-time modders, I think, in that summer. And that was 10 years ago. If anybody was, if anybody's still watching or following Run Things You Live was around 10 years ago, but that was 10 years ago that Philip ran that event, that summer, 100 Days of Summer event. That still has a summary page up where you can see that. So for the... Oh my god, this ladder will be the death of me. If you look at that summary page for the 100 Days of Summer, you can see member reviews by, you know, by person. They're all in kind of a table. And that would let you pick out the best of them too, but I think the best of them you've probably played... Or I would have streamed for Classic of the Month, I think. So, all right. Well, I guess this is our path up here. One more. I haven't seen a gnome in a good long time. Doesn't mean there hasn't been any, of course, but... Yeah, early days of Planet Phillip, he even was reviewing, like, Unreal maps and stuff, or intended it to be that way, before he focused just on Half-Life. I actually don't remember the model pack. You mean for multiplayer? For deathmatch? Or model pack for, like, single player stuff? Release me. Oh my god. Source ladders are the worst. And this is coming from a Gold Source player. Absolutely the worst. Where's my gnome? No gnome. No. Not here. Nope. Okey-doke. upward, I suppose. It does have dismount, but it wasn't... Maybe I wasn't in it totally or something. I don't know. I want to be able to jump off a ladder wherever I want. But that's not always possible in Source. I assume this is my way forward, right? Yeah, the use key only... I think that only works if there are proper dismount points, like they're saying. Wait, that's it? What? There's gotta be more. Right, okay, I wasn't here before. I actually don't usually waste bullets on those things. Their bark is much worse than their bite. There's got to be more to this thing, right? Why would we have this? Was it cough up a gnome eventually? Like, why would this exist otherwise? That's just like me. Break a toy, you know. Yeah, I've seen you've been reviewing quite a few things too, Irby, recently. No real good ones, I noticed, but hey. See, look at the whopping damage he did to me. He's not that bad. (2021) Embrace the jank. 'Doesn't work if I just hurl this, does it? Nah. Alright. I guess... Oh, I meant to actually keep track of it. Oh, there it is. My little companion grenade. I mean, 9 of 14, that's pretty good batting average, right? Did I lose my grenade? There it is. A bad feeling when they give you a couple explosive barrels to begin with. Yep. This mod ended up being quite a bit longer than I remember. I've been going, oh, coming up on 2 hours now. And it's been a nice mixture of action and quiet, reflective exploration. I think we're probably coming up... Is that my way out, that little conveyor belt? Oh, dude. Oh. I assume that's the only path open at this point, but... Yep. All that just to get the other side of the fence, huh? Well. Yes, I see the sparking generator, but I want to explore first. Oh, sparking switch. Take that back. Alright. The Real? I've not played that. That's Half-Life 1? What did I miss? Power. Just push this, do I? No. I need something. Crank handle. Looks like it's actually controlled from up here, so I need to get over there somehow. So I don't know if I'd call this mod puzzle-centric necessarily, but there are certainly a lot of minor puzzle elements that you kind of have to figure your way out of to proceed in this mod. Sometimes marked with a bright yellow-black striped border, too. Just to make sure it's obvious. Oh, that was the summon the zombies button. Oh, another slow elevator defense sequence, maybe? There we go. Down again? Come on, man. It's like Half-Life all over again. Just when you get to the surface. Nope. No under the elevator. Sad. Opportunity missed. Think I see a little buddy. So yeah, I think I generally probably definitely should have played on hard. Thank you. As my health goes down to 1. But I was about to say, I've been in, you know, 80 to 90 health most of this game. Leave me alone. Oh. I love the little death laugh there. So I still think we're coming up on the finale. I mean, at some point, we're certainly coming up on the finale. I would have expected... Yeah. This is longer than I expected, or longer than I remembered, I should say. But I'm not complaining, because a lot of this has been really interesting combination of locations. Nothing too repetitive. Actually, to be honest, nothing too challenging. Combat-wise, certainly. But a really nice variety and mixture of puzzles thrown in. Lift off. Hey, there we go. There's our goal. Oh, hey! Did that stupid sniper. Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? Yep. Whew. That was good distance. Sad scene. Those weren't the people I just freed, were they? No, they couldn't have made it here quicker than me, right? Unless they took the direct route while I've been gallivanting all over the sewers and tunnels. Oh, nice touch. Too bad I can't pick it up. Sniper rifle. Pretty cool. Better than just getting an empty window when you go up there. Yeah, that was clever, and I was properly fooled by... Ooh, let me get a nice zoomed-in view of the shuttle. There we go. I'm not gonna fall for that one again. Did I actually get that guy up there? No. Or if I did, I got a guy, but not the guy. Does that make sense? Another, like, soundscape kicked in just then, too. Kind of subtle, but really, like, pulsing. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Oh, nice job. Love this view. So not only did we get a nice preview of our, you know, final destination throughout the mod, admittedly it was mostly by over TV screens, but now we get a, you know, a pretty good chance to kind of not quite circumnavigate, but you get a nice view coming out of the tunnel there before the sniper shows up, and a nice view here if you take the time to check it out. Oh, let me guess, this would have allowed me to sneak up on that room. Yep. I'm a dumbass sometimes. Fine, it all worked out. I do like options like that, though. little somewhat hidden. I had seen this before I went in the room, but I figured I'd at least poke my head in the room and see what was in there. I didn't realize this was going to be a side path to the same room. I thought this would be a path to a gnome, a secret, or something like that. Easter egg. Otherwise, I would have taken that. But I really like the option of alternate approaches in something that this could have been a pretty hard encounter if I had just busted in. In fact, you know, one of the ways to make this really difficult would be the same room, but have a drop down from a vent. In other words, there's no cover to duck behind. You basically drop in. You may have cover there, but like a desk or something like that. It's a nice way to add challenge to a room if you find it's too easy after you've kind of designed it and filled it with bad guys. As soon as it's like the control room for the shuttle, huh? This is the type of approach I'm talking about, where the only option is to drop down. Yeah, that could have been a really serious ambush. Potentially. All things Lambda. Hey, it's Lambda generation. Yeah, no, the vent in that case might have given me an angle to pick off maybe one or two. I have to remember I've got the crossbow. Hell, I haven't even used it. That's how, honestly, unfortunately, that's how easy this mod has been. I've used only a handful of contact grenades, only a couple of magnum shots, and have not even touched the crossbow at all. So, that said, I tend to be an ammo hoarder, but this is a pretty big finale challenge, if I recall right, which is good. So this is what I've been calling the finale area, finale battle for a long time. And I remember it being really well designed and laid out. Alright. Well, immediately we've got three things, a clear checklist. No subtlety, right? We've got three things we need to do if we want to launch this. Coolant, electrical, and fuel. And this, I'm guessing this is coolant or fuel. Electrical would be the sparking, I'm sure. Yeah, this may be fuel or coolant, I don't know. A lot of ammo around, though. Hey, a nice, actually modeled out rocket engine, huh? Interesting. I appreciate the view of the shuttle mounted to its booster. Russian shuttle, clearly. Cosmonaut, after all. So I'm guessing this is electrical with the big cord here, although, well, let's see. I'm actually not sure. So many goodies around. Jeez. A little worried about when this all kicks off. I think shit's gonna hit the fan. No switch in here, right? Alright, up this way, I suppose. Nope, that's going to shock me. Okay. Ah, okay. There we go. Electrical. Still off. What did that do, though? rocket engine looked upside down. That's a good question. You're right. Isn't this supposed to be the nozzle here? This white, sort of off-white gray part? I think that's supposed to be the rocket nozzle. Well, I guess we're not going far, but... I'm not going to hold it against them. Coolant. Alright. Do we need to block this, I guess? Would be clever if this was a spin on the, you know, water and steam puzzles that we had before. Where we have to put a section of pipe in there. But I can't tell what's supposed to go in here. Like, it's clearly a block of glass is missing, but... Is that what we're supposed to be looking for, then? It's surely not a cinder block, right? No. I actually don't really know what I'm looking for at the moment. Can't get through here, right? No. Electrical setup complete. Alright. Electrical on. Now coolant and fuel. Did that. Somehow, like, I think I can get over here. And look, there's a health vial. I don't know how. And I'm not sure I need to, but... So I think I need something to block this leak up. And... I don't know what exactly I'm looking for. Right, if this were a section of pipe, like the previous puzzles... I'd know exactly visually what I'd be looking for. But at the moment, I don't. Like, it could just be a piece of glass, but that's pretty generic to have the player find that. Right, it's got to be something fairly obvious, I'd imagine. I think the shuttle's definitely brush-based, right? Or it could be. It may be a model, but you're probably right. If it's a model, it's probably made with proper. Made out of brushes first. Alright, let's take a scout around here. Let's see anything else obvious here. Nope, can't get through there. Yeah, it looked like there was a spot for me to get in the shuttle. Okay, this is good. was fuel, I assume. May need to start the pump or something, though. Fuel's still not on. Okay. And clearly no launch. Not ready to board. Check. Well, I saw the crank wheel, right? There wasn't a second one, was there? I didn't... It wasn't like I passed it by and was searching for it. That's where I came in, right? Yeah. Oh, there's a second. Okay, well, fair enough. Although I haven't seen a second place to put one. So I didn't know I would be searching for one. There's a path up there. Yeah, there's one there. I don't see a second spot for it, though. Oh, it's clipped off. Boo. I mean, yep, but... I'll look. Did you see a spot for the second crank wheel? Is it over in the coolant area, maybe? That's probably what I would have done. No, we've got that thing. Oh, the man himself. That's Philip. Next to the fuel sign. Way up there. Oh, yep. I see it. So, I hit use to get off the goddamn ladder. And it dropped the wheel. Yeah, thanks for the tips. So, fuel on. Coolant. I kind of would have expected this to be mixed in with, you know, a fair battle here, because I've got a lot of weapons and ammo at the moment. That said, if you did that, You would have to be done in waves. You wouldn't want a constant stream of enemies. Yeah, there's got to be some kind of battle here. Look at all this stuff. Because the one thing that's truly detrimental to having a player solve a puzzle is having combat to distract you. So I still think I'm looking for something to plug this leak. I imagine it'd just be a piece of glass, though. Oh. Or this thing with yellow and... Alright. There we go. That did it. Everything's on. Where the heck? Everybody's shooting me from everywhere now. Oh, please wait for the chopper. Not cool. I'm not ready to board. Crap. I don't know what to do except avoid this guy. I don't think I have anything that can take him down. Oh, he's dropping bombs. Ouch. Oh, man. Give me one of your... Hey, I got him. Oh. Aha. A nice progress bar here. More or less. You guys aren't so bad. Come on, you gotta be dropping some bombs. Well, it's Russian, so maybe the fuel is just like diesel or something. %. We're stuck at 99. Oh. We literally are stuck at 99, aren't we? What am I supposed to do with this guy? God damn it. There we go. Oh, that wasn't it? Yeah, it's hard to hit him with an AR2 orb, though, right? I've done it with Striders, too. He's got to be going back to bombs at some point, I think. It's the only chance here. I mean, I like this kind of battle, where it's a little bit of back and forth. It's not just him spamming bombs and, yeah, if he's close, I'll try it, but... Ah, that got him. Man, that 100% was... or that 99% was really bad. Oh, that's not an elevator. There's no elevator. It's just really... Oh. Preparing for takeoff. Yeah, no, I like the introduction of the soldiers at the very end, just to, even if they can barely hit you from down there, builds the tension a little bit, you know? Preparing to separate. Yeah, no, that would have been cool to see the external shot of the rocket. Oh, well. I mean, you get that up close in episode 2, of course, but it would have been cool to see with the shuttle on it.
Hey, looks like we've got a Russian shuttle inbound. I'll make contact with it immediately.
That sounds like a familiar voice.
Hello, Cosmonaut. We've got you on our radar. We've heard what is happening below. It looks like you've managed to get away from it all, at least. We have enough supplies up here to last us a while, and we should be safe. I hope you will settle in here and be able to help us out. Anyway, welcome to your new home.
Alright, I escaped. Back in orbit. Anything to get off the planet, right? Alright, well that was Cosmonaut, as you can see by Dolmo. A quite expanded version of his map from Nostalgiaville. This was released in 2019, just 2 years ago. Quite a bit longer than I thought. Now, I spent a bit of time hunting for the gnomes, and what did I end up with? Only 10 out of 14, I think. So, you know, B-. So, yeah, no, quite enjoyable. Definitely worth playing if you haven't played it, or if you've only played through Nostalgiaville version, which ended at that train yard with a big kind of final battle, which was totally removed. That train yard existed in the mod still, but not the battle. So, alright, thanks everybody for watching. That was July's Classic of the Month. Barely squeaking in under the wire of July, but I don't think I'll wait till the end of August to stream the next one. It'll certainly be a Gold Source mod this time around. Considering Half-Quake Sunrise, but I might put that off a little bit too. So, yep, thank you everybody for watching.